Hello and welcome to today's session on macro global markets, securities, how to get your accounts, register for access and get into the platform so you can start investing. We're here on the macrogmsecurities.com.au website. All we do is click this start investing button and that will take us to the application form. I'm going to go through and set up the email address, username, password and where I am from and take you through that process. Once done, just hit create account. It says it sent me an email, so I'm just going to go and confirm that. Here's what the email looks like. All I do is confirm the email by clicking this link. My email is now confirmed. I can go back to the application page. I can see the confirmation has disappeared, so it's all fine. And I want an individual account. Just a quick breakdown. If you're an individual, so a single person looking to trade under their own name, you would go individual. For a joint application, so you've got two people wanting to hold a single account, you would go joint. So you'd have to register both people. You've got trust accounts, so an SMSF or a trust. Advisor accounts, such as a family office, non-professional investment advisor, professional investment advisor. And then you've got your institutional accounts. So if you've got a business or a company or you're running a hedge fund and you want to open the account under that name and trade with the funds from the company, this is where you'd go. I'm just going to go individual and select and then start application. So this first part is the About Me section. I've just got to fill in my personal details. So name, address, city, state, and mobile phone. I've got more personal information here. So date of birth, marital status, tax residency, and TFN, along with your document. So the documents you may need is the Australian driver's license, passport, or a proof of age card. You can see here that the driver's license is preferred. However, a passport is just as good, I'm sure. Now, as part of our KYC process, so the Know Your Customer steps, we do need to know a bit about where your money comes from. So employment status needs to be chosen in line with your situation. There's some information here as well. Whether you're retired, you're employed, you're a student, we need to, know your employment status and source of wealth. So you can add each element here. So if I just click add, the percentage of income from employment. So let's say my income is 90% and then I get the other 10% of my total income from dividend income. We don't have to necessarily outline what it is, but we can change the percentages and we just need it to make 100% so that we know the source of the wealth of our clients to make sure that we're doing the right things from a compliance standpoint. The account information, so you've got an investment or a trading account. You can click on the little question mark here and we can see investment. So it's got no trading or margin or short selling, access to unleveraged or low level derivatives trading allowed. So basically this is your direct equities. So you're buying shares and other assets without margin and you're not shorting things. So going short in a sense of selling something that you don't own in order to make a profit when it goes down. The trading account is similar to the investment accounts, but it has fewer constraints. So there's no trading on margin allowed, but short selling and access to less restrictive derivatives trading is allowed, as long as you pass the suitability requirements. SMSF accounts will come up if you've registered as an SMSF, and then the base currency, the question below that, refers to the currency that you'll be working with when it comes to your statements so that you can keep everything square in terms of one single currency, and it'll figure out where that lands for your preferred currency. Then we've got a range of security questions and you'll need to answer those. So when you log in from time to time, it will ask you these questions just to confirm that it is you and it keeps your account safe. Okay, so I've filled in that information. It asked me to confirm my mobile. So I've received a message here. I'm just going to type that in and then hit submit. That's confirmed. So my mobile number is now in the system correctly. Configuring my trading account, so income and worth. So this is again part of the compliance process. So understanding our clients and their situation. So annual net income, net worth, liquid net worth. So that relates to the amount of cash value that we have that is liquid. So easily moved around from either bank to bank or asset to asset. So for example, a house isn't a liquid asset. Investment objectives and intended purpose of trading. So you can open this up to have a deeper look at what each one relates to. We've got preservation of capital and income generation. We've got growth. So that would be growth stocks, for example, hedging against other movements in the market. So often if you're long or you've bought certain shares. Some people may short the shares to go down to hedge certain movements, or then profits from active trading and speculation. So buying and selling, going short just on the speculation that the market is going to move, and you're not necessarily hedging against anything. You're expecting it to go a certain direction to get in and out and profit. Trading experience and knowledge level. So this is where you outline your experience with stocks. So you've got the experience level, how many years you've had trading stocks and working with these investment products, how many trades you do per year. So if you do, say, 1 trade a month, you might fall into the 11 to 25 trades per year category. However, if you're doing over 100 trades per year, you'd select this option. Select your knowledge level. Even though you've been doing it for a long time, you might have gone very limited in terms of your knowledge. You might hit limited or no knowledge. If you're getting closer to the expert level, obviously you'd be in the extensive knowledge or good knowledge area. And this is just part of the compliance process so that we understand where our clients are at in terms of their understanding of the products that you're investing in. Options, there is an options checkbox. I'm going to deselect that, but I'll quickly go over what's in there. So it's exactly the same as the stocks. So I'm just going to uncheck that because I don't want to trade options. If I did choose to include options, I can tick it, I can set my knowledge and select the level that I want to work with. If I go level 1, it shows me the positions that I can do. If I go level 2, the types of strategies that I can work with on the options, and then level 3 are the strategies I can do for this level of risk. So I'm just going to select level 1. Just a quick note, certain financial products may be denominated in foreign currencies, so it's important to know that some assets are priced in USD or Euro, and it's important to remember the conversions based on your base currency. Regulatory information. This is basically asking if we or an immediate family member of the account holder are in a senior government position, senior diplomatic staff, ambassador, etc. If we're listed on a publicly traded company or have control over a publicly traded company. I'm just going to go continue. If you choose the options section and your knowledge criteria doesn't match what you need, you do have the option to take the options teaching exam. Alternatively, if you just want to get in and trade shares now and limit the access to the options, you can just configure this later, and that way you can actually go and get your account approved to trade without having the options on there just for now. Confirming the tax residency, we can review all of our information. Treaty benefits, I believe Australia is in the treaty benefits, so I'll tick this and there it is. So Australia, obviously if you're from another country, you can select those. So I'm just going to select Australia, and then down the bottom here, I just need to sign. Need to check the box and then go continue. Now I just review and sign the agreements. So checking that all the information is correct and as you would like it. You will see that the advisor or broker account title and broker ID is Macro Global Markets. And then there's some agreements and disclosures that you can open up, read, and then click to agree. Again, we type to sign, and it will only accept the accepted signature up here. So just type that in and continue. Takes us to a page that says we're setting up your account. It should only take a minute. It says we need more information to set up your account, so I can go continue application. I need to verify my identity. So I click this, I go continue. So that was just my passport details. I agree to the terms. What I need to do now is scan with my mobile. I just point the camera at myself to verify the identity. I actually need the document here. I need to then allow access and then continue. And then once that's accepted, I just need to do a selfie. So I hit continue. I can see myself in the camera. So I've got a tick on my phone, and we can see here it's uploading and processing on the screen. That's being processed. It's quite a quick process. And then all I need to do now is fund my account. If I click fund my account, it takes me to a page where I select my currency. I'm going to go AUD or Australian dollar. And there's a number of different options here to choose from. When I select these, it will give me the instructions that I need to actually make a deposit. It looks like my ID has already been verified and it's all good to proceed. So all I need to do now is fund my account. And then once funds are in there, I am okay to go and trade.